the envelope.
We're moving on up. Don't worry. We can afford us some envelopes. So we're moving forward. We're going to be all right on the envelope situation. But what I wanted to do is pass out the schedule here, because we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our season predictions. Mikey, if you could pass one to Justin, please. We're going to pass one to Lacey as well. And I just want you to pencil in. We're going to go between the three of us, Gail, Evan, and I, and kind of go over the predictions. Trox, I'm going to ask you to hold on to one of those. And pencil in the L's and losses. Here, right now, live on mic. Can't take it back. Okay?
Right here, right now.
Gail, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah.
Week 1, Falcons.
That's a dub, man. I feel like that energy is going to be insane. I think the team is going to feed with the crowd on their back. That energy is going to be contagious. Going to W.
Going W. Evan.
Guys.
Oh!
Put them in a bathroom.
All right, Twitter people who are picking the handle, keep this in mind, okay? Because we are picking this Twitter handle at the end of the show. Say it with your chest.
I feel like we might. It's a possibility we might get snuck in this first game. I think there is a possibility. I think people want to factor in the fact we're going to be dropping a banner, and the energy in the stadium is going to be undeniable. However, I think between splitting reps with the first team, between Alshon Jeffrey not being in, between the uncertainty of Wentz being in, with how Foles has played in the preseason, I don't know.
I don't want your money touching my money.
And I do not want your money touching my money as well. I don't see any way, whether it's Wentz, Foles, or anybody playing quarterback, how the Eagles lose this game coming off.
Atlanta starts years hot.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
but
what?
you're going to have an unprecedented energy in that stadium. There's never been a Super Bowl banner drop. Nobody in this room knows what to anticipate.
Everybody
in
is
there.
expecting them to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to embrace the target.
They're going to embrace the target. Justin, you got a dubs as well. I'm going to include you on this. Justin, you got a dubs?
I don't see them losing at home after everything with going on. It's going to take a monumental effort for the Falcons to come in here and win that game. And I just don't think they can do that.
And you talked about, alluded to the preseason, a little bit about how this team has looked. Doug Peterson has not schemed a damn worth. It's been basic, super basic. You're going to finally have some pieces back. You're going to have all the running backs back. You're going to have some of the receivers back.
Haven't been working as a cohesive first team yet in the preseason.
But they haven't had all the pieces in place, nor have they been game plan.
And we might not have all the pieces in place for the
Doug
first week.
Peterson walks into Lincoln Financial Field, swings a big one, and proves all the people who were panicking during preseason wrong. I think he's got a ass-eating grin on his face for a reason, and that's because he knows what's coming week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons. I think this team will feed off of a crowd that we have never seen in the type of frenzy that they're going to be at Lincoln Financial Field, and I don't see Howard walking out of there with anything but a W.
I mean, and on top of that, we're burning the 0 Super Bowl jersey. I don't think anything, could ruin that.
I'm not going to say that moment isn't going to be glorious for us, but that's not going to affect what goes on the field.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
put this guy in the bathroom. Put him in the bathroom. Put him in the bathroom.
All right, so that's 3 dubs and Evan's a loser. Anyway, moving on. Tampa Bay away, week 2. Gail.
I think we take that one. It's a road game, but Fitzpatrick, he's gonna take on this defense?
No. Evan.
We're going to be eating a W on that one.
We're going to be eating a W.
Are you sure about that?
I am.
Are you sure? Are you positive?
All right, just because
Deshaun Jackson is on the team.
Just because they go down the first week doesn't mean I'm not confident for the rest of the season. I just
put some bass in your voice, son.
Justin.
I can't. Same reason Gail said. I can't see the Buccaneers winning that game without Jameis Winston.
Nope.
Even with Jameis Winston, they're not going to win. But without him, that's about as surefire as a W you have on the schedule.
Gotcha. Week 3, Frankie Reich comes back to town. Mr. Frank Reich, head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, complete with one Andrew Luck, visits Lincoln Financial Field to take on the champs. Gail.
The champ is here, and then picking up their 3rd victory of the year.
Dub for
3-0.
Gail. Evan.
That'll be another win.
Justin.
Win.
Me as well. W. Tennessee Titans away. Tennessee Titans away.
It's another W.
It's another. Gale's going with the dub.
4-0.
Give me
bro.
Give me a reason why.
I'm just not. I just don't feel them as a threat. You know.
Tennessee's the old Navy of the NFL.
The old Navy of the NFL.
Do you think Mariota takes another step this year?
I think
among the elite quarterbacks in the league.
It's a new team. It's a new system. Like he's playing again, isn't it? The new offensive coordinator over there. I just don't feel like they're gonna take it to this team. I just don't.
Evan,
I got a W.
W. Justin,
W.
W. I have an L.
Oh, wow.
I have an L in Tennessee. There are 3 types of games in the NFL. There's the ones you should win, or there's the ones you could win, and there's the ones you shouldn't win. I think we can eliminate that third one from any conversation going up and down this schedule as something as defending Super Bowl champions. Yeah. You should have a shot in every single game. But every single year, it seems like there is one game where you go, how in the world did they lose to fill in the blank here? And I think if Mariota, right, if the Tennessee Titans offensive staff can use Mariota like Mariota's supposed to be used, a la the way Chip Kelly used him in Oregon, that's a mobile quarterback. When's the last time we played a truly mobile quarterback? That was Russell Wilson in Seattle, and we had trouble with it. Jim Schwartz has trouble when all of a sudden the target that his wide 9 is supposed to get to moves around. Not to mention a couple good backs, and just following the storylines of everything. Malcolm Butler's going to be in the game. Malcolm Butler wasn't in the game for the Super. I'm just following storylines here.
A little Illuminati stuff going on.
But I think we turn and look back at this game as maybe the how the F did the Eagles lose to this team when we reflect back at the end of the season.
So you're calling this like a Kenny Britt game?
Yeah.
Remember Kenny Britt, like bald, like looked like Megatron that game?
Yeah.
That still hurts me right there.
This is going to be the only L I'm putting on the schedule where people look at me funny. And I hope it's not true. But there's going to be one of them this year.
Okay.
There's going to be one team that how the hell did we lose to this team? Could be Tennessee if the matchup isn't right. And Mariota plays his ass off on the road.
What if they shut down the run game?
Didn't they do that against Seattle?
But Russell Wilson does it.
But yeah, I'll admit, Mariota is not like Russell Wilson. Moving on. Yes, perfect setup to this one. The Minnesota Crybaby Vikings limp their way back to Lincoln Financial Field and play the Eagles. What say you, Mr. Gale Saunders?
The Eagles are 5-0.
Oh, you got another dub for that one.
I just think they don't know how to win in this stadium. I think they have new pieces in place. They got to get their team together and gel. Are they going to be fully gelled by week 5? I don't know. But I do think this one is going to be it's going to be closer than what people, it's not going to be a blowout like the last NFC Championship. It's going to be closer.
Okay.
Because Kirk Cousins knows this Eagles team.
Sure.
To a certain extent.
And don't forget, but their offensive coordinator used to be our quarterback's coach.
Yeah.
So they've got the playbook. Or at least a major contributor of the playbook to all that success they had last year.
But Kirk Cousins doesn't do well with pressure. And we
certainly does not.
We saw that in week 1.
Evan.
It is not going to be a 38-7 roll, but it will be an Eagles victory.
Wow.
Okay, Justin.
No, the Eagles are going to win this. The Vikings and their fan base created an inadvertent rival that they're not ready for.
Oh my God!
And they're not going to come here and win.
They are going to feel all wrath.
Okay.
This guy, come on.
Okay.
Pregnant pause here.
Chalking it up as an L.
I'm doing it. 2 in a row.
Okay.
Whoa.
For all those things. Okay,
Evan,
hold on.
Evan,
Before
hit
you
the
jump all
bathroom
over me,
drop.
hold on, man.
Hit the bathroom drop.
Yeah. We had to delete the bathroom drop. For reasons you'll find out next week. So for all the reasons that we just stated between you and I, Gail, all right? The offensive coordinator knows this offense, knows the strengths and the weaknesses, and how Doug, because it was a collaborative effort in the offensive game plan. Doug even said that, alluded it to a lot of times last year. So he knows the strengths and weaknesses of this. And let's say Wentz is playing. He knows exactly how to play Wentz. Not only that, Kirk Coupons, not the greatest quarterback, doesn't do well with pressure, still knows the Eagles. Overall, this is the Minnesota Vikings Super Bowl. No matter what happens with that team moving forward, playoffs or no playoffs, win the division or no win the division, because Aaron Rodgers is back, and maybe the Detroit Lions start to ball out. Whatever happens, this will be their Super Bowl. They were embarrassed in the NFC Championship game and then went on to watch the team that absolutely spanked them win their first Super Bowl inside of their stadium. That is bulletin board material on top of bulletin board material on top of bulletin board material, where you're looking like Charlie Day, looking like Pepe, looking for Pepe Silva. There is just going to be bulletin board material and revenge on the mind the entire game. I think the Eagles get an L in this one.
The DiFilippo revenge game.
It means more to them than it does to us right now. Damn. Think how much more it means to them than it does to us. Think about if the Minnesota Vikings did to the Eagles what the Eagles did to the Vikings. They came in or we had to go out to Minnesota and play them in the NFC Championship game, get embarrassed, and then they come to Philadelphia and win a Super Bowl. Oh, I'm shuddering just thinking about it, man.
But they're not going to have any fans in the stadium because they're going to be all...
Doesn't matter.
They're not going to show up.
Shouldn't show up.
It's going to be like crickets in there.
Listen, you can separate the fan base from the team.
Damn.
The team's going to be pissed.
2 L's by E right
in
now.
a row right now.
So if you keep track at home with Uncle EROCK, 3-2. 3-2. Moving on. Thursday night football. New York Football Giants. What say you, Gail Saunders?
Uncle Gail's going to go with 6-0.
Oh, Jesus, man.
5-0.
Okay.
No, 6-0.
6-0.
Yeah.
Gail's got him going
That's
undefeated.
how we do. That's how we do.
We certainly had the Giants number over the last several seasons.
They might, there's 2 games in the season. They did play us the toughest out of all the teams in the NFL last year. 2 games down to the wire, but I still think we're 6-0.
Go ahead. No, don't bring him into this conversation.
We are going to go down away to the Giants this week. Yes, we are.
Why?
I believe that the Giants, when we played them last year, like Gail said, they played us the hardest of the other NFC East Division opponents. I believe they're going to have a healthy squad this year. I think that they are ultimately, or should I save it for the standings in the end? NFC East. I think they're going to be second in the division.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on the Giants.
No.
All right, they're getting a ton
sleeper.
of talent back. They've made some additions to the offensive line, which was their Achilles heel. You can't take the performance of the New York Giants under Ben McAdoo the same way that you're going to take it as it is now. Yeah. Justin.
I have them losing that game, too.
You have them losing that game, too?
I have them losing that game. It's a division game. It's a Thursday night game. Don't sleep on the Giants. They're not going to go 16-0.
And
so
it's going to be...
I have them taking the L that game.
It's going to be coming after that emotional Vikings game.
That emotional Vikings game. Exactly. Yeah. So, I'm going to chalk this one up as an L.
3 in a row.
3
Mr. Rock.
in
We are
a 500.
row.
We are now 500.
We're going to have some great shows in October, aren't we?
We certainly are. So if you're keeping track with Uncle EROCK, we won the first 3 and we lost the next 3. Oh no!
What is the vibe in Philadelphia?
You said 3. You said 3 and 3.
3 and 3.
He's 3 and 3.
I'm 3 and 3.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man.
4 and 2. I am 4 and 2.
It's going to be panic on the streets. Oh, the Super Bowl hangover is real. The Super Bowl curse is real. Maybe Doug Peterson isn't the guy. Phone lines are going to be lit up on 97.5 and 94 WIP. People on Twitter are going to be in a panic. It's going to be mayhem. 3 and 3. You're the Super Bowl champions and you're 3 and 3. That's the way I see it playing out. That's the way I see it playing out. Gail, anything? Nothing?
No, I'm just this is called
Gail is giving me the Gail look, and I know this doesn't do anything for radio, but it'll do it on YouTube and maybe fit. This is the Gail look when he thinks you're talking something ridiculous. That's the Gail look. Zoom in on that. Judging me. This is when Gail judges you. Okay, moving on. Week 7, we have at 1 o'clock the Carolina Panthers coming home to Lincoln Financial Field, a team that they beat last year. What say you, Mr. We're going undefeated?
And the Eagles are now 7-0.
Oh my goodness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins.
Okay, all right. Count W. Okay, what say you?
I am predicting this game to be a slaughter. We're gonna win handily in this game. Yes.
Okay, all right. I like it, Justin.
No man in a romper is going to come to South Philly. Okay.
I love it. Hey, Cam Newton is an incredible talent. The Carolina Panthers are always a dangerous team.
Oh my! Don't do it to me.
But Cam Newton says that he's Superman. His weakness is what? Kryptonite. What color is kryptonite? Green. And that's exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles are. Right? They are Cam Newton's kryptonite. They have that team figured out. I think they, at home, turn it around, and I'm going to pencil in a W. Surprise, surprise! We're over 500. Week 8, London. London. Oh, Gail, can I internally judge you right now? Can I internally judge you? Give you the look.
You know, inside. I'm thinking about the matchups. That's going to be a tough defense to go up against. But do they have the offensive firepower to? Eagles are 8-0.
Oh my God!
What
is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oh
Evan,
yeah.
Evan.
This is a home game.
Twitter handle to be named later, Evan.
Twitter handle coming in hot. This is a home game for one Mr. Jay Ajayi. I believe him with the fam out there. I think he's gonna have a pretty good game. I think he's gonna help the Eagles get a victory.
Justin.
So this game originally scared me, but like Gail said, they don't have the offense to run with the Eagles. It doesn't matter if they're in this country or another country.
They just lost Marquise Lee too for the year.
He's out for the year. I mean, you're looking at
Keelan Cole.
Yeah,
Keelan Cole,
a bunch
sleeper.
Who like a bunch of nobodies is going to be catching the ball from a nobody quarterback.
Damn.
Got you. Well,
this guy.
I'm going to chalk this up. I hate everything about this game. I hate the fact that we're playing the Jaguars, all right? Because what did the Eagles do well last year? They controlled time of possession, all right? What are the Jaguars built for? Time of possession. So they got a defense that's going to get you off the field. They got Leonard Fournette who's going to ram it down your throat. You don't need Blake Bortles to look like Joe Montana out there, all right? You just need him to do just enough to get it done. That defense is nasty, all right? The fact that we're in London, this is the thing that we're not used to. The Eagles are not used to going overseas and playing this game. Jaguars is becoming a staple of their schedule. They already know the routine. They've been out there. They know what to expect, okay? So I am going to chalk this one up as an L. And if you are playing at home with Uncle EROCK, we are now 4-4. Wait for it.
There's more.
Because we're gonna keep moving along. We've got week 9 is the bye. Perfect time. At 4-4, perfect time to have the bye.
Oh.
Get your crap together.
Yeah.
You know, Dougie gives them a week off, but
Extra week to panic in Philadelphia.
You're a 500 ball club. But you have the Dallas Cowboys. Division rival. Sunday night football. Gail Saunders.
There's no.
Should I even ask you anymore?
I mean, there's no way our championship football team is gonna go, play a team who takes low-angled selfies and lose to Dak Prescott. It's 10-0. The team is 10-0.
Wow. I know a lot of
the pundits are confused.
What's the Twitter reaction as we're going through here? Is there
Not
any?
enough, Gail.
You are getting hammered with the Vikings.
I'm getting hammered on it?
You're
Okay.
getting destroyed with that.
That's all right.
Nobody's shocked with Gail right now, though.
No, of course not. No, he's playing to the people. He's playing to the people.
This is straight from my heart.
This is the Old Navy of predictions. Yeah, they're just gonna win every single one.
This is the Urban Outfitters of predictions. Okay.
So trendy. So trendy. Evan.
I think that the Dallas Cowboys have potential to be in the bottom 5 of the entire NFL this year. I think that they are going to be liquid garbage, and we are going to handle them pretty well in this game. Yes.
All right, Justin.
Win. It's going to be a slaughter fest. Yeah.
Coming off the bye.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're gonna put at least 40 on Dallas.
Oh, I love it. And the fact that they're going to have some offensive line troubles. We wish who's their center, Frederick or
Travis Frederick.
Yeah, it's such a shame what he's going through, and that nobody wants to see that happen to him. But they're going to have offensive line problems as a result of that. Because he was a big part of that.
He narrowly dodged a bullet with Zach Martin as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm going to chalk that up as a W. We're going down to New Orleans. We're going to Bourbon Street, seeing Drew Brees and them. How do you feel about Week 11, Gail? And chalk it up another W?
And that is where I put my first L on the squad.
Really? Oh, he flips the script.
I think it's a higher-powered offense. I think we're playing, we're playing Saints football down there. I think they went on a streak of 10 victories.
It doesn't matter.
You get the previous week you play the low angle selfie taker, and now you're playing Drew Brees, one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league. Also my fantasy quarterback, and he's got weapons. And they bulked up their defense a little bit. They got Marshawn Lattimore. I think they're a team that got booted out of the playoffs in the worst kind of way. I think they're gonna play some destined football this year. They got a good offense.
Okay, I like it, Evan.
All right. Well, I was looking at career stats last night, right? And when we have when we're going to Drew Brees' house, we are going to be playing the leader in all-time passing yards.
Wow.
By the time he gets there, Mr. Drew Brees is sitting at 70,445 yards, and he is roughly 1,500 yards behind Peyton Manning.
He's going to blow that out of the water.
Yep. He's going to do his usual 4,500 to 5,000 yards this season. So by the time he plays us, he will be the all-time leader in passing yards. But it's not going to be enough. We get a victory.
I got it. Chalk it up as a W. Justin?
Yeah, this is their second W for me. We're looking now.
The second W or second L?
I'm sorry, second L. They're not going to go down to New Orleans, I don't think. Not with Drew Brees, not with Sean Payton, the play caller. If this game was at home, I'd feel way better about it. But going on the road to New Orleans, I don't think they're going to come away with this with a win.
And they have little Uzi Vert as their running back.
They do.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So here we go. The Eagles.
Drum roll, please.
4-4, a 500 bowl club. The Super Bowl champions before the bye. And then they come in and they beat. You know what? They beat the Dallas Cowboys, a division rival. But like you said, Evan, probably it might just be a bottom 5 team in the NFL. Yep. And everybody's wondering, are the Eagles pretenders? Because besides the Falcons, really, who have they beat? They can't beat the Vikings. They can't beat the New York Giants. How the hell did they lose to the Tennessee Titans? The Jaguars? They beat them. But all of a sudden, the Eagles start to flip this script. And they go down to New Orleans and remember what little Uzi Vert said about them. And that was, if we saw them in the playoffs, we'd smack the crap out of them and take that and take a W out of New Orleans.
Wow.
Chalking it up as a W.
Wow.
You can't handle the truth.
Then week 12, we have the New York Giants at home. Gail Saunders.
Just the numbers, like if you look back at a lot of the games, we've been whooping that tail, you catch an L, the week before, they take a little slide and they split with the Giants here, so
pencil in an L,
because I'm just going with the numbers, and the Lord is speaking to me right now. Just going against them. They've been taking the Giants down.
So you got an L in week 11 and week 12. Just want to make that perfectly clear.
Yep.
You got a L's coming in week 11 and week 12. Okay. All right, Evan.
I also have the Eagles splitting with the Giants, but I already had them losing earlier in the season, so this would be a victory for them.
This would be a dub, Justin.
Same thing as Evan. I have them splitting with the Giants, but they're going to lose in New York, but they'll win here.
Win here. I got it as a dub. Got it as a dub. Oh, all of a sudden, boys and girls, if you're keeping track with Uncle EROCK at home, went 4-4 into the bye. Then all of a sudden, after the bye, rattled off 3 in a row. What's happening?
Look at this dude.
Week 13, Redskins. Gale.
Oh, that's a dub.
It's a dub.
That is a dub.
I think we can...
Victory.
Victory. Consensus victory. 4 in a row after the bye.
4 division games in 4 weeks there after the.
That's how you lock it up.
That's how you lock it
weeks,
up.
I'm sorry.
I'm putting W's on there. Rocky start to begin with, hit the bye, then all of a sudden go on a winning streak. We got Dallas again. All of a sudden, here comes the Dallas Cowboys again. Away in Jerry World, but a 1 o'clock game. Gale Saunders.
That's another dub.
Evan.
Victory.
Justin.
That's a win.
And that's a win for me, too. Oh, 5 in a row. Off to Los Angeles. The retooled Los Angeles Rams, where you and I were last year, Gale, and we saw them come out with a victory, albeit Carson Wentz goes down. What happens out in Los Angeles this time around?
Oh, man. I'm going to go with another W.
Go with another dub.
Going on with another W.
In Evan Hearn's world.
That was a great setup for something, and we just didn't get there.
Evan Hearn has the Eagles winning 7 straight games, and then they go to L.A. and get a loss.
Oh, were you just making fun of me? Was that you making fun of if you're following along with Uncle EROCK here?
I'm not making fun of
Okay,
anybody.
Justin.
So I think they're going to lose this game. I'll be there. I'll be in attendance, so I hope they get the win.
Okay.
But I don't know if I can see them going to L.A. and winning again for a second year in a row.
I'm with you, Justin. I'm going to pencil this one in as an L. It's just hard to do twice in a row. Go into somebody else's house. It was a slugfest out there last time. Carson Wentz is going to play spirited football. He's not going to get injured. But at the end of the day, this is now time for them to have their victory over the Super Bowl champs. Houston Texans, Week 16.
That is a dub in the biggest way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to hear that Deshaun Watson stuff.
All
okay?
right.
Carson Wentz. Gonna take him down.
Evan.
I think Carson Wentz is going to be going into this game hoping to, if not secure, get one step closer to securing a first-round bye. I think he's going to walk away with a victory.
Walk away with the victory. Justin.
I think they're going to lose this game for pretty much the same reasons why you have them losing to Tennessee.
Okay. All right, that one, WTF game.
Yeah.
Okay.
On paper, they should win this, but Houston's not a team that they draw very often. And I can see them, potentially losing this game, messing up a game that they should win and end up losing it.
Okay. I'm putting a dub here. I think this is a stone cold lock dub. And then Week 17 against the Washington Redskins. Can we just all say it together? W.
No, loss.
What?
Yeah.
Because-
I'm going to have to
Whoa,
back
whoa,
Gale.
time out. You're serious right now?
You eternally judging me right
I
now?
am outwardly judging you right now.
Because by then, we will be resting our starters. So therefore, it is a
I'm with
loss.
Gale, man.
Are you too, huh?
And by then, Josh Adams will be, he'll be playing that game.
Right there.
Sudfeld will be playing that game. Little Vontae in the slot will be playing that game.
Okay. So what's your final record there?
Same as last year.
What was it, 12-4?
3 losses.
3 losses, 13-3.
Yeah.
What's your total
I've
there?
got 12-4.
You got 12-4, Justin?
12-4.
If you're keeping track at home with Uncle EROCK here, the Eagles get off to a little bit of a rough start. They go 500. Panic ensues. But then all of a sudden the bye week comes and they rattle off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 victories in their last 8. They go into the playoffs red hot, win the NFC East, so they're playing home games, possibly, maybe lock up a first round bye. It's going to be tough at 11-5. But I think this team is going to prove themselves as road warriors. And after a rough start, going 500 after the bye and rattling off that hot streak, they get hot at the right time, go on to win their second Super Bowl. And I'm out. Mic drop. Oh, you guys what are you doing, EROCK? Putting all those L's on there. Oh, my, how are they going to lose to the Titans and the Vikings? I'm probably getting slaughtered on Twitter for this. How could you do it, EROCK? Winning the Super Bowl, 11-5.
I'm surprised you had the...